said, my name is Austin. You may have heard of the city they named after me. Keep Austin weird. How many people from Austin in here? Tough crowd. So when I first got to San Antonio, I, like any good, healthy young man, went straight to Palace Gentlemen's Club. And I picked up Stephanie and two of her friends and took them home. And for the first time, they paid me. Now that sounds really interesting if I leave out a few crucial details, which was I was their Uber driver. I asked my dad recently, what are the 3 worst things facing the world today? And he said, the Democrats and lying Hillary, ISIS, and worst of all, them goddamn vegans. Which made it really awkward when I had to tell him that I was actually vegan. He was very curious. He said, you guys, there's so little you can eat, like how do you survive? And I said, well, we feed off of tofu and attention. And people ask, what was the most difficult part about being a vegan? And I tell them, well, it's waking up at 4:30 a.m. every morning to milk the almonds. Thankfully, about 5 years ago, all the annoying vegans in your life got replaced by a worse cult. And you've probably heard of them. If you have any friends, it was probably the first thing they told you, but CrossFit. How many people are new to CrossFit? I'm all about being healthy and getting a good workout, right? You have push-ups, you have sit-ups. These are the foundations of a good military workout, right? But then you go to CrossFit and you have these ridiculous workouts, like the tire flips and these box jumps. And worst of all are these rope things that they got going on. You walk in and someone's over in the corner, just doing this thing with the rope. And you're just like, what are you doing? When is this actually applicable in real life? You're down at the boat dock and little Timmy's stuck under the rope and you're just like, Timmy, hold on! So, recently I've been helping out with local politicians campaign. Maybe some of you've seen the yard signs, Beto O'Rourke. Beto. It's the white boy in me. Lack of Spanish pronunciation. And so we, get to do lots of calls and, we talk to lots of registered Texas voters. And we kind of have interesting conversations about, everyone's favorite president. You may have heard of him, white trash with cash. Mr. Donald Trump. And I came across this lady who asked me, she said, how can you be, such a liberal thinking person? And I said, well, actually, my grandparents, my grandfather leaned very liberal, my grandmother leaned very liberal, and so I guess that kind of made me a little bit of a liberal. And she says, that doesn't make any sense. If your grandfather was an idiot and your grandmother was an idiot, what would that make you? And I said, I guess, a Trump supporter. Global warming is to me a big issue because I like the heat but not too much of it, and I was trying to think of how we can convince Republicans in Congress to change their policies about global warming and to take it seriously, and then I realized we just have to tell them heat turns people gay. And baby, it's getting hot outside. Thank you very much.